Hey YouTube, how you guys doing? It's Faven. I know I look weird laying in my bed. I look crazy, but some more developments has happened, so I wanted to update myself and also update anyone who is interested. So today is August 11th, 2020. It's about 8:35 p.m. Today's my third day going to work. I worked for 8 hours. It was absolutely miserable. I was in, I would say, 9 out of 10 pain level. I took 1,000 milligrams of Tylenol during lunch, and it did not help at all. I worked from 8 to 4:30. I made my second appointment for the EMG testing for my seizure gravis. It's not going to be until October, but I'm hoping and praying that that somebody cancels and I can get in the second week of September. That's when they want me to do it, but I gotta go with the plan. I'm sorry if you hear something. Is the fan? It's in my window. It's kind of like circulating, is sucking out the old air and bringing fresh air in. And yeah, I know my AC is on too, but I just wanted to somehow like clear the air because just it feels like the past couple of months it's been just a shitstorm after another shitstorm. I have a fever of 100.7. I'm not a person that gets a fever unless I'm sick. So I returned to work on Sunday. Now I have a fever today. I worked 3 days. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. When I got home, like around 5:05, actually exactly at 5:05. No, yeah, 5:05 exactly. That's when I got home. My house has AC in it, so it was nice and cool in here. Changed my clothes. I was in a lot of pain. My whole body was hurting. But even like if I'm having body pain, I never usually get fevers. The only time I get fevers is if I have the flu or pneumonia, or if I'm like really, really sick. That's the only time I get a fever. It might go up to like 99, but once I take Tylenol, even when I had the flu, once I took Tylenol, my temperature would go down at least for a few hours before it goes back up. So I just felt extremely hot and cold at the same time. So I decided to take my temperature. It was 100.3. I called one of my friends who's also a nurse. I consulted with her. I said, what should I do? She said, just take some Tylenol. Maybe your body's still hot from being outside. I said, I agreed with that. So I ate something. I took 1,000 milligrams of Tylenol at 6 p.m. And I told my husband, he's like, go upstairs, basically quarantine yourself for tonight, just in case, be on the safe side. I sanitized everything I touched downstairs. I came upstairs, brought me some to drink, and been in bed since then. And my temperature has not broke. Usually, like I said, once I take Tylenol or any type of fever/pain reducer, my pain will decrease as well as my fever will always decrease. But now my temperature is at 100.7, so it's creeping to 101. I'm kind of a little bit nervous. I hope it's not Rona. I really hope it's not. Maybe it's from working 8 hours today. Maybe I really fatigued my body. Like I said, after doing, even though it was mostly sitting up for too long, it's really painful because you're not laying down. Your muscles are not relaxing. When you're sitting up, your muscles are in active motion. So, and I had to get up and walk to different places in the building, and constantly moving my legs and my arms really exhausted me a lot. And so I just don't know. I really don't know what's going on. The fever thing is new. I've not had a fever. Well, I had, I wouldn't call it a fever. I was hot. I was outside for a little while, and and I was really hot. It was like 100, and then within like 15 minutes later, I took my temperature, and it went down to like 99, and then I took it again. It went down to like 98. So at that time, that was like last month, I wasn't worried about it because I knew, because I was just hot. But now I have taken Tylenol twice. I took Tylenol at what time? At 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I took 1,000 milligrams, and then I took one again at 6. So if my fever doesn't go down after I eat dinner within another hour or so, I will take another Tylenol. I've been checking my temperature like every 30 minutes, really. The lowest it went down was 100.2, and the highest went up was 100.7. I'm supposed to have physical therapy tomorrow, and I'm also supposed to go to work tomorrow. So when I wake up in the morning, and if my temperature is still at 100 point something, I am going to have to cancel physical therapy, and I'm not going to be going to my job. I'm just going to go and be seen at the emergency department. If it's not Rona, I'm hoping in God, crossing my fingers, that it's not Rona. Then it might just be from the exhaustion of my muscles overworked after working 8 hours. So if that's the reason why, then that would give me more of a push for short-term disability to approve my disability, well, for right now, the disability, so that I don't have to work full-time, or for me to stay at home. Yeah, so I am like really hot and a little bit cold. My husband came in the room all geared up for Rona. He had an N95 mask. He brought Lysol. I have Lysol wipe and spray. I make my own, well, I was making my own hand sanitizers. I have one right there. So when I go to the bathroom, I take a Lysol wipe with me and wipe everything down after I touch anything. So just in case if it is, I don't want to, spread it to him. Hopefully this fever will go away, but yeah, I can't do 8 hours. That's just going to be too much for me. I will see what happens, and maybe, let's see, I just checked it at 8:35. It's probably like 8:45, almost 9 now. So I gotta check it again around 10. Like 10:35. I'll give it 2 more hours, meaning like it'll be 4 hours since I took my Tylenol. But then no, usually for me, within an hour, Tylenol, Motrin, or whatever I take works immediately, so I'm very sensitive. So yeah, it's just getting better and better and better by the day. That's just being sarcastic. Yeah, so I'm just locked in this small tiny room in the house. It's the smallest room in the house, actually. Locked in here. I think I have my phone with me. I should have brought my laptop. Yeah, anyways, I will talk to you guys soon. I will update tomorrow. Pray to God that it's not Rona, that it is just the exhaustion of what was going on with me today. And if I wake up in the morning and it's still high, I'll go to ED. Alright, thanks for watching, and I'll speak to you all next time. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share.